The best way to overcome being broke is really just live within your means. They always say that crap. It really just comes down to, hey, look, you got wants, you got needs. Every year there's going to be something going up in price. So to match that, you need to hustle, match your hustle to the price of the things that you want and desire in life. And if you really want to get more technical with it, because nobody ever truly lives below their means. I hate when we say, live below your means. Live below your means. And then we go out and you still got these statistics going around. Anyway, let's get into it. What's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. Talk on this topic because I was watching, these videos and everybody's talking about everybody's broke. And I'm gonna have the links down below from the articles and I think the places I'm thinking they getting the information right. Everybody is broke. I mean, I've been running into it with my homeboys and situations with my friends, family members. Things just gotten expensive due to inflation and whatnot. But I think people were just going through it way before inflation. It's just that we got a convenient word to throw around. You know what I mean? Like, oh, inflation. It's inflation. Anyway, I was watching one of these videos and I liked the way he was breaking it down, but I want to give you my take on what it is. So I know the statistical study says, I think it's from a November 2022 study. It says that, what is it? It's like 67% of all adults making less than $50,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. So you got 76%, my bad, 76%, which is a lot of people. Then you got, what is it? I think it was 65.9% of those people are making $50,000 to $100,000. So that's like the majority right there. Then you got 47, close to 50% are making more than $100,000 or living paycheck to paycheck. My viewpoint on that is it goes into the, my content around my YouTube channel. I like to center it around like work dynamics most of the time. This go to show that what I was saying in certain aspects is still ring true. It don't matter how good your skill is sometimes. You're gonna, and this is one of those particular situations, because in my other videos I stressed that you could go get a higher skill, but if you're still in a toxic environment dealing with an a-hole boss, you're gonna run into those situations no matter what level of your skill is, unless you're your own boss or you in the position where the people above you is mistreating you, and then you could kind of dish that back to the people who can't do nothing to you because you're above them. Anyway, getting into it. It's crazy to know those stats, but it's not. I know sometimes when I look around and I be like, dang, I'm looking at my friends, I'm looking at my family member, and then you see people pulling up these nice ass cars, you don't really understand the totality of their situation. You just seeing a quick snapshot, and the snapshot is, look at the vehicle. Woo! That man got it, or that girl got it. Not realizing that they probably, that's all they got. Like, if they lose their job today or tomorrow, that's over. Like that's done. It's sad to see that, and because we all in those same situations. I'm no better. I'm no different. I think that the problem is with a lot of people is just, we want to live the good life. We see people on social media on all walks of life and in all age ranges. Because I know people will say, if you watch, like if a young kid is watching, a young kid under, like I say, you under the age of 18 and you watching this rich kid at 15, 16, or even 20, he's living a lifestyle that you would like to live. It makes an impression on you. But then we got people, I see people in my age range from like 25 to 30, and then people over that clip who are like 35 to 50. Everybody got those people in their age range that are boasting and bragging about the money and the wealth that they have. So you want to get a little bit of that cool stuff, those gadgets, those trinkets. At the end of the day, because it's like, come on, man, it's like this is the life we live. This is the life we live. This is the life we see, and it's the life that is promoted in front of us. And I think that it's crazy to know that a lot of people are going through those situations. It's sad, but it's not really that sad, because it's like, at the end of the day, we understand that we need to live below our means, but nobody ever does that. I hate when people say, live below your means. Nobody really worth talking about ever does that. It's not true. In America, we all about pride, and we're very arrogant and cocky. If I know, I could take me for instance, I could go for me. I can speak on me I can speak on me. Don't mean I'm the majority, but I see Me. This is anecdotal here now. This is me though. I'm talking about me and from what I seen with other people around me in my circle. There was a situation where my friend was getting tried about his phone. He had a messed up phone. He was like, man, it's cracked. Nobody, everybody crack on him. He's like, I got the money to get a new phone, but I just don't see the need to get a new phone. This cracked phone works perfectly fine. And it wasn't that bad, but it's just like they'll crack on him because they'll switch out new iPhones, Androids, whatever. Moral of the story, they kept trying them, and then they was talking about how they couldn't afford the new iPhone 15 Pro Max or whatnot. That was like a $1,500-$1,600 phone. It's like $1,500-$1,600 as of this video. And he was like, man, I can go get that. And they like, trust me, you can't get that with a broken phone. So how we gonna get that? He went and dropped the money in cash just to shit on them, just to show them, hey, I can do this. I can do that. And then it was like, he get the phone and he realized it wasn't that much of an upgrade from the phone he had. He was just like, it was cool to stud on him to show he could do it. But it was like, what was the point after a while? It was like, then I can use me, for example. I had an Elantra. I was riding an Elantra and I had got into a car accident. I remember, I was kicking it. I even made a short about it. A girl was telling me to make $50K, and I was making $50K at the time. I'm making more than that now. And I'm going to make more than that from here on out. I can't go back. Well, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm sitting here, and I was in the car. I was in her car, and she's like, oh, you need to get you a car. You need this and that. And I was like, man, I can easily go get me a car. Like, I was just trying to stack up my money because I didn't want to just jump back in there. And I was saving so much money because I didn't have to pay insurance and all of that craziness. I was just kind of like, I was put off by getting a car because wherever I needed to go, I could just Uber there or get a Lyft there. So something went down where some dude was stunting on me and a girl was stunting on me. And I went to work, and because they knew about my car situation, this lady and her son was working there. She's a supervisor. This is before her son got into a position above her. And I remember they was talking about me when I was coming up. They didn't hear me. And he was like, oh, man, I feel so bad for this guy. Poor him. And, they saying my name and stuff like that. And I was like, poor me. And I was like, walked up to her. I said, bro, I'm not poor. I said, I don't have as much as the next person. But trust and believe me, I am not poor. I'm not poor like that, my boy. I'm a working class individual. I'm a working class citizen. If there's anything I want, I can work hard and go and get it. I'm not begging. I'm not looking for no handout. I could go get it. I'm a hustler. And I was just mad for him to even say that. He's like, oh, no, you mean no disrespect. And I was like, nah, because I know what you answer to it's very important what you answer to. I'm not answering to, oh, yeah, I'm poor. I'm not poor. I'm not poor. I haven't been in that situation for a long time. And I won't go back. Trust me, I won't go back. And if I do, I'm going to overcome it. I can't. So anyway, I got mad. There was a girl I liked that she was stunting on me saying I can't be with no N-word with no car, this, that, and third. I was like, yo, I could go drop a bag right now. Y'all boys playing with me. I could go drop the bag real quick. And that's what I did. I said, F all that. Went to the, what's it called? Argos Dodge in Margate. That's how you say it. These weird names, man. Went out there, got me a little Challenger. Still riding that bit. Wait, woo! Hey! I love my car. But bringing it all full circle, my ego came out, and I was just pulling off in that bad boy. Pulling off in that bad boy. Because I had to show him, like, yeah, I can get this. I can afford this. Yeah, you talking crazy. And then it was like, when them payments started coming in after that first year, and then here I am a year later, I was like, oh, man, I was just sitting back looking around. And I'm like, dang, bro, if I didn't have this car note, there's so much more I could do with this money. Like, set up more businesses. I would have a more easier time, like, pushing out content on YouTube. It was just that I was like so pissed that I went and got this Challenger, but I still love the car. This is a version of the dream car I always wanted. I always wanted to own a Hellcat, and I'm close to that model. Let's just leave it at that. I'm closer than most. So I was like, all right, man, whatever. I'm just riding it out. But that just go to show you the ego we have is what makes us want to live above our means. Is like the ego, the people around us ishing on us, and we thinking, man, you don't know I got more capability than you think you give me credit for. Like, you don't know what I'm capable of or what I got going on or what I can do. Like, and then it's like that flex, that ability to want to flex, it kills a lot of people pockets. And that's just my experience. So like I said, it's anecdotal. It ain't for everybody, but if a lot of people on every level that's making 50,000 all the way over the 6-figure range, if they're all having the same problem, or majority of us are having the same problem, not all, but if a majority of us is having the same problem, that should go to say that, hey, you know what? Maybe we need to calm down with pride. I don't think it's also about financial literacy is very important, but I think having your ego in check, knowing how to behave, knowing how to, really calm that down when you see somebody stunting in front of you, not trying to stunt your damn self. I think our life and everybody's life would be a lot more smoother if we learn how to keep our ego in check. If that person have it to go and get a Corvette and make that $2,200 payment or whatever, good for them. If they want to stunt like that, they want to show you, hey, I got it. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But you just got to calm down that ego down and just say, hey, look, he's showing me that today, but I don't know their situation. If he has it like that, cool. But if he don't, he probably struggling anyway. But I don't want you to think negative of that situation, because that's not fair either. Because if you say, oh, he probably living paycheck to paycheck, then you're not going to get to where he at or she at. You know what I mean? Because you thinking too negative on it, or you going to create jealousy. So I just say we don't know their situation and the totality of everybody's situation of why they're able to do what they do. Because some people can be making 6 figures but living with their mom and dad who has a paid off house. They could do a lot with that 6 figures than somebody who got 6 figures living with somebody who's also making 6 figures, but they got 2 to 3 kids, and they're the first ones in their generational family that was able to make over 6 figures. That means there's a lot more hurdles there. There's a lot more people involved, and even just those kids, like they gonna help out their mom and dad if they're still alive or whoever, because they the breadwinner and the family or whatnot. So they got, a lot of hands touching that pot, unless they straight up selfish. But even then, they got the kids to worry about. So it's not like they could go and drop. It's not like they could go get that Corvette if their kids are all under the age of 10. So there's a lot of things going on. There's people right now too with making $50,000 a year. Let's just say, like, I had a friend. He got like 4 or 5 people living in the house with him, and they're all his family members and whatnot. His sister, she works a job making $35,000 a year. She went and got her a Mercedes because why? She can save up money. She don't have to pay as much bills as they pay. They pay a little. Their check is affected differently than her check. Her check is just to pay like a small $100 bill that can go up to at least $200 every other month. It could, but the likelihood of it getting to $200, she good as long as she's putting out $200. So with that being said, her $35,000 could be looking way better than somebody who's making $60,000, $80,000, and they're by themselves and they got these bills to pay. They don't got their house paid off. So everything is just different. And then you know how the saying go. It's not what you make, it's what you get to keep. And that's a good example of what I was saying prior. But anyway, another thing is lifestyle creep. Lifestyle creep is the biggest killer for anybody making money. And if you know what lifestyle creep is, it's basically the more money you make, you end up spending accordingly to the income you're bringing in. So let's just say, at $20,000 a year, I'm not eating out as much. I'm not ordering from Uber Eats as much. That's a luxury to me. But let's just say I have a uptick in my yearly income. Now I'm making $60,000. Oh yeah, we gonna eat out. I'm gonna go eat out. I'm gonna go order food more often. It's just stupid shit that you wouldn't normally do. Now you're going to do it. Let's do much stuff. Oh, okay. Let's just say you don't eat out at a Benihana's a lot. You go to Benihana's every once in a while. Now that you making $60,000, now you going there every week. Like I can't go to Benny's if it's not, you know what I mean? If I can't go to Benny's, you just get expensive taste after a while, and it becomes unnecessary. Instead of washing your car, you got to go to this car wash place, and then they're charging you a crazy exorbitant amount of money than they should be charging you for a car wash. But because they clean, they're going to do all this immaculate detailing and all of that. You're going to be like, yeah, I'm going here because I got the money, I'm going there. Subscription services kills us too. I think subscription services is the killer. It's death by 1,000 paper clips, right? That's how you say it? 1,000 paper? Anyway. Damn, I'll be mad. I'll be mad when some of these YouTubers be on here and they'll be having their ish together and then here I am forgetting sayings and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna post that up, the actual saying. But getting back to it, it's death by 1,000 paper cuts or whatever. Paper cuts, that's the word, paper cuts. Forgive me, y'all boys, it's paper cuts. Anyway, I don't know why I'm tripping over that. So anyway, it's subscription services is basically death by 1,000 paper cuts. And you might not see it at that moment when you say, okay, this gym membership costs me $16 a month. This gym, let's just say you a workout guy like me. I got like 2 gym memberships. Okay, that's $16 a month. Over here is about $20, $24. That don't hurt me. That don't hurt me. Then you go and get a subscription services. Let's just say you got a Netflix account and that's like $15, $16 a month. That don't hurt me. But then, with the gym memberships, this is the unique thing about the gym memberships. I think somewhere close to April or June or whenever you sign up, you got that annual fee that come out of that. And that annual fee, when it hits you from 2 spots, you're going to be like, whoa, how did I lose $300, $400? Oh, the annual fee, your annual fee. So you got this annual fee that came up, that annual fee that came up. And it was like, dang. Then another thing about some of these subscription services is that some of these apps are charging you to use the app. They're charging you yearly, $30, $40. So it's $6, $7 a month. For me, I learned if I got a subscription service and I know I'm going to use it and I'm going to use it yearly, I try to pay the yearly amount because I feel like you never know what's going to happen within those months. You could lose your job here. So I look at my subscription services in a yearly capacity. If I can pay it yearly, I'm going to get it. If I can't pay it yearly, I'm not going month to month it because anything can change in my month to month. And if I'm month to month in it, that means I really don't need whatever I'm about to buy. I don't really need it. And that's just how I equate it. If I need it, I'm going to use it no matter what. But if I don't need it and I'm month to month in it, then there's no real value for it. We need to go ahead and let that one go. Another thing is that's the biggest one in my eyes. Subscription services is killing a lot of people's pockets because that 15, 10, 20, 30 here, over there don't look like much. But then when you do a whole sum of it, you realize, dang, I'm losing $1,000 in subscription services. When you look at it that way, it changes a lot of things. Another thing that's I think is killing everybody's pockets, along with the subscription services and stuff like that too, is we're not looking at our bills in a yearly perspective. I think the ultimate way to get ahead in life is look at your bills in a yearly perspective. Meaning, let's just say your phone bill is $70, $80, or even $100 a month. Okay, rack up $1,200, put that on a card, automate it, boom. Your phone is paid off for a year. So if you lose your job, no matter what, you have your phone paid off for a year. Then you start attacking the other bills in a yearly perspective. So that way, let's just say if I know my light bill is going to be roughly at the highest $200, then I'm going to times 200 times 12. All right, cool. And then put that in the bank account and have that automated. And then I think if you start moving like that, it becomes a little more easier. So it seems like you're getting ahead and you don't have to worry about this bill, that bill. And then you can just put like a bare minimum. Let's just say you got it up $1,200 and you got like $2,400 in there for the water, for the light bill, because it's $200 a month. So you got $2,400 up saved in that bank account. Now you could go put $50 or $20, automate $50 or $20 in there because you already got a cushion. So you just start saving your cushion because you never know when your job might do something, or you might do something on the job and it's you up out of there and you ready to leave. And then okay, I got 6 months to a year before it's time for me to go job hunting again. Meaning you're still gonna be hunting in those 6 months to a year. Don't get it twisted. I mean, that's what I really meant to say. You're hunting in those 6 to 12 months. But it takes about, from what I've seen on studies, it takes about 3 to 6 months, the whole way through, 3 to 6 months for you to find a job. So if that statistic is right, then cool. You already got 6 more months on top of that, so you're good. You should be able to find something in 3 to 6 months. So that's just the strategies and stuff like that I think people should probably implement. I know they won't, but if you see things from those perspectives, I think it just become a lot more easier. But hey, this is my take on why I think everybody's broke and some of the things that I think we could do to help facilitate and get an easier outcomes and easier situations, but it is what it is. It's your boy Jerry, and I'm out.